Hello, my name is Rustage. Hello. I don't know where to place my water bottles. Can we have another round of applause for all the amazing cosplayers, because they're absolutely incredible. They're amazing, absolutely one of a kind. I'm here to do a couple of songs for you guys whilst the judges are deliberating on who's the winner and the awards and all that. My name is Rustage, or Daniel Rustage. As you can probably tell, I'm not from this country. I am from London, I'm from England. And I am a rapper. Again, I don't look like a rapper or sound like a rapper, but I promise you that I am. I mostly rap about anime and stuff, and I'm going to perform a couple of tracks for you now, and I hope that you guys enjoy them, and then you get to see the fun awards. So, yeah, I'm ready for the first track. I don't even seem distressed. I stay tracking all my goals like a GPS with no invites. You know how to be the best. You know I'm putting up that chiller like I'm DPS. Every good deliverance, this shit is limitless. Rigging is your belligerent to look at what the image is. Difference is you're hungry when I'm eating like Elizabeth. Rappers always try to hold a balance like the Icarus. Don't you master, I can practice with initiative. Always throw around my voice like I'm in a quiz. I tell you how I break the laws of motion, the velocity. I'm moving it with anger, any physicist. I don't ever slow down, no I won't wait. Do this on my own ground and I obey. We about to go loud, about to go ape. Shaking up the rust, here we go, this is third age. I don't even know how to stop. Reaching the sky, but I know that I go like I don't even know how to stop. Look in my eyes and afraid of the spotlight. I don't even know how to stop. They wanna fight, but they know that I can't fight. I don't even know how to stop. No, I don't even know how to stop. I have people criticize, they all live a different life. They don't understand that I don't care cause I'm doing this or that. I just need to give it time. Fuck up, I improvise. I be making music even if nobody listens. Yeah, fine. This is a prequel with no heart. Run it, I'm on my logo to team rock it. Be honest, get some equipment that's just honest. Bring a whole I want to play some rappers like they got me. It's offense. You don't know the word that I be putting in. Crossing with the line on all the streets upon the bulletin. If I started rapping even harder, that'd be brilliant. I think the most so bad that you can't even take a look at. Yo, I couldn't win a fight, but man, I win a game of Scrabble. How I act like Brady, I can't even raise a candle. But how I keep this still inside me like a capsule. I've been so inspired ever since I heard that fall. I don't even know how to stop. Reach to the sky, but I know that I'm God like I don't even know how to stop. Look in my eyes and afraid of the spotlight. I don't even know how to stop. Pride, but I know that I got by. I don't even know how to stop. No, I don't even know how to stop. Done with making music I don't care about. I've got ideas that are begging me to let them out. I've got an audience worried that I'll let them down. But I've got a fire burning in me, so I'll make it proud. I don't ever slow down, no I won't wait. Do this on my own ground that I obey. We're about to go loud, about to go air. Shaking up the rust, here we go, this is a stone age. I don't even know how to stop. Reach to the sky, but I know that I'm God like I don't even know how to stop. Look in my eyes and afraid of the spotlight. I don't even know how to stop. They wanna fight, but I know that I'm God like I don't even know how to stop. No, I don't even know how to stop. I don't even know how to stop. Reach to the sky, but I know that I'm God like I don't even know how to stop. Look in my eyes and afraid of the spotlight. I don't even know how to stop. They wanna fight, but I know that I'm God like I don't even know how to stop. No, I don't even know how to stop. Alright, thank you. We didn't actually get to do a sound check, so I hope it sounds okay. Does it sound okay? Yeah! Thank you, I appreciate it. But yes, I normally do rap about anime. Are any of you a fan of the anime Hellsing? Yeah! I have a track about Alucard from Hellsing, and I would like to perform that track for you guys now, if that is okay. Watchmen, I'm a dying man, no God, there's a major, there's a 10 squadron. Leave this is the father, no conscience, drowning in screams of love. if you insist that I'll see your prayers. Yeah, blood on the walls and the blood in my shells. Yeah, blood in the street, hear the sound of the bells. Yeah, London, this is where my blood dwells. Yeah, blood in the cities who walk us to hell. Yeah, blood on the walls and the load in my shells. Yeah, blood in the street, hear the sound of the bells. Yeah, London, this is where my blood dwells. Yeah, blood in the cities who walk us to hell. Thank you. Do any of you know Attack on Titan? This is a song about Levi. Yeah. Levi, what's the captain's Levi, stand and fight when we die. Levi, calm down and rewind. Levi, what's the job when they dry? Levi, what's the captain's Levi, stand and fight when we die. Levi, rewind. Levi. Trapped with pressions on the hydronics, back up, get it done, the squad's on it, bad, but Aquaman really varnished, started speedy fire, go sonic, start tearing up on my iconic, launching through like a slingshot, stop it, making breaks and tectonic, stop the beast like a King Kong, high size in the big leagues, when I'm wearing them out like a spring clean, power runs in these Levi jeans, go anyway, never go rip these, slit these necks, but I'm gonna rip these checks, and I'm gonna switch these bets, but I'm gonna piss weak next, swear up, how do you, how can he be, and one of these outclassed, couldn't be me, I'm back on the cities, we're watching them die like a South Park. Bodies and wasn't like clown cars. Captain just look at the crowd charts. Down fast with sound blast. Like a Beyblade. Giving these titles on gravestones. Coming through with a big wave. My anger is like a volcano. You better lay low. What can I say? So doing that master. Don't care about that halo. I've been in my place in the jaws of death. Guess you can call that Sharknado. Levi, what's the captain's Levi, stand and fight when we die. Levi, cut them down and rewind. Levi, what's the job when they try? Levi, what's the captain's Levi, stand and fight when we die. Levi, cut them down and rewind. Levi, what's the job when they try? Oh, thank you. Thank you. So I've been performing a little bit. Actually, I sort of gained my sort of audience during the COVID years. So in this sort of like this year, I've done a lot of performances. I did a West Coast tour earlier this year with Megaran, who's an incredible nerdcore artist, if you know who he is. And we did a whole bunch of different shows. And I want to tell you, I need to get this off my chest. I want to tell you a little story about this one time. Do any of you know about the town Gallup, New Mexico? Yeah, it's like a little, you know the state, New Mexico. It's like a little, I would say like Wild West town. It has like a population of like 800 people in the middle of New Mexico. It's about 2 hours away from Albuquerque. And it is the one time I felt like I almost died. So I was doing sound checks, and I had my phone on charge, and the lighting technician, he was like, hey, do you want to come and sign my wall? And I was like, oh yeah, sure. I thought it was somewhere in the venue. He said he's getting all the artists to sign it. I can trust this man I've never met before. So he leads me out the back door. We go into this like alleyway. And I'm like, oh, this is strange. But I'm an idiot, so I follow him. He then leads me into this like warehouse building. And I enter. I'm like, this is very strange. There's like boxes all over the place, a bicycle, etc. And then he locks the door behind us. And I'm like, oh no. I'm gonna die today. My phone is on charge, nobody knows where I am. This is the day that I die at Gallup, New Mexico, of all places. So I'm terrified for my life. To his credit, there is a wall of signatures, so I rush it over and I start signing it with a Sharpie. And as I'm signing it, he says to me, oh, you didn't say hello to Julia. And I said, Julia? I turn around and I see this figure on the couch and I'm like, thank God, there's somebody else here. I may not die today. So I walk over and it's a life-sized silicone doll for pleasure. And he starts talking to it like it's a real person and full-on slaps it and then asks me to like high-five it and talk to it. And I'm like, this man is unhinged. This is the day he died. So I do what he asks me, because of course I would, because I'm terrified. Eventually he does let me out of this building, because, you know, otherwise I wouldn't be here today. But we leave through a different way than we came in. He had to undrill bits of wood from these double doors to leave. So from my point of view, I'm like, hey, I need to go back and do sound checks. And all he does is he pulls out a drill. And I really thought he was going to drill out my organs. Anyway, that's a fun little story. Are any of you a fan of Fate? There's a few Fate cosplayers as well, I noticed. This is a song of mine about the character Saber from Fate. If you guys don't know who Saber is, it's like if King Arthur was an anime girl that was being bossed around by a teenage boy. Yeah. Let's go, ready for it. Yeah, here we go. This song features Kamikaze. Yeah. Grip it in my hands, we about to go.
Give it up, never take it.
Yeah. Saber is the name, you already know. You already know. My face your favorite episode. Slice it, lift it, slice it, right to beating you in stereo. Take down any enemies just like the walls of Jericho. Pay a distant memory, the blade is not set in stone. Set my box to Avalon, normal place to Babylon. When it's all they will just Babylon. I pop them down and vagabond. Been in the middle of the sun, where I was in the top of my game, I'm a paragon. Being a good boy, when we forgotten the man of the boat, I'm a carry-on. Shit. I say you kill them like berserker. In this, cause you ain't afraid to do murder. Win this, straight from the legends, I build it further, more critical. I push further, go on, and I'm happy buzzer. Share the traces on, I'm a hero. I take you on back to zero. The day is wrong, but my favorites, I'm staying strong. Nice back with Camelot, yeah, they're begging, they pray to God. Only guns that go out of luck, couple pieces of tabletop side.
Suit it up, about to start the show.
Yeah, grip it in my hands, we about to go.
Give it up, never take it.
Yeah, Saber is the name, you already know. When it all goes down, then it's all get loud. Better make it count. About to face the fury of Excalibur. I'ma stand my ground. No way, no how. Then I take you out. About to face the fury of Excalibur. Maybe if I get to know a veil, then we can frail. I've been winning the holy grail, just read the tales. They can try, but they only fail. This quick prevails. I say start to fight by the war, you can beat the veil. Batman is the decaf, anybody gonna disagree? I'm killing victory, when I spit it's not like this is I'm making history, very my person's victory. I'm bringing trilogy, coffee rules the trilogy. I conquer it like William, my pussy's going global. Every night's a killing up the thousands like a noble. Gilgamesh, I slay a man to reject his proposal. I split him dude in half like he wrote with Constantinople. Hey, man, burst, treasure up and do your worst. Guess I'm like a Jupiter, I drop more guys at Google Earth. Scabbard, my cheap illusion nerve. My deep illusion nerve, my symbols across the universe.
Suit it up, about to start the show.
Grip it in my hands, we about to go.
Give it up, never take it.
Yeah, Saber is the name, you already know. When it all goes down, then this will get loud. Better make it count. About to face the fury of Excalibur. I'ma stand my ground. No way, no how. Then I take you out. About to face the fury of Excalibur. Thank you. Oh, thank you guys. Very kind. Thank you. There's a giant thing that says no here, and it's just, it's like a performance, no. Have you guys ever been to Europe? Yeah, it's a lovely place. I've been traveling ever since, I'm 24 years old by the way. I've been traveling ever since I was like a teenager, like a 13, 14, 15. I went to Germany for the first time when I was 16 years old with my dad. And we went to this rural part of Germany where they did not speak English very well. And we were staying in this terrible hotel, and he had to go do work stuff. And I was staying in this hotel, and I, for lack of a better phrase, done a massive number 2 in the toilet. Right. And I tried to go and flush it, and it doesn't flush down. Which is terrible, right? Awful. And it's the water starts rising, I'm trying to flush it, it's terrible. And I'm like, I've got to tell someone about this because they've got to fix this. This is awful. So I go out into the lobby, and all there is the maid lady, and she does not speak any English. So I just usher her into the bathroom, like, I bring her into the toilet, and I point at my god, it's gargantuan for lack of a better phrase. A 16-year-old boy should not be able to produce what I produced in that toilet. I pointed it, and I'm like, I go to flush to showcase that it doesn't flush, but in that instance, it flushed. And I couldn't explain myself to her because she didn't speak any English, and I didn't speak any German. So I just waved her goodbye. Like it was giving her one final send-off before it went off. It was very awkward, and I haven't been back to Germany since. That's all right. I've got one final song before we got the results, which is very exciting. I'm very excited for these results. This is a song about. Do you guys know Jujutsu Kaisen? This is a song about Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. Not Top Man, it's like a couple songs ahead. It's the one that's called Gojo. I hope you guys like this. It's a really fun song. It has a lot of, for a Gojo song, it has a lot of references to British things. So, if you know British things, alright. This is my final song. And then I'll be gone. Forever. You'll never see me again. Gojo, how about pie like hello, oh no, if it didn't die then let's go Joe. While the end of line like hello, get a souvenir that's a good bit mellow. Boring, there's no story, didn't even know it would get so gory. I'm pouring old like laundry, look at the red on the walls like it's Ballamori. Table like synthesis, like always haunted me, like always limited. It's always a kitchen, cause no it's different. It's power like Ruger, my roster is limited. It's always infinite, maybe unlimited. So many titles, don't know my image. I'll be leaving the dead or infinite. Focus on me, the cowards and hypocrites. I'm a killer, pedal harder than a killer magma. Scarlet feels like it's Al Pacino. You're my beast like Tarantino. Heard the ego, so I'm like, no way. Oh, you know, I'm a fighter kino. So the curse of a words of a menace of Vino. Hurts like a nurse with a color decision to hear. Like, no, I feel nothing when I prove you wrong.